Lucky tells Lulu that Luke is dead. December 3, 2024. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe. Now this start video. Lucky reveals more than one piece of devastating news to Lulu, and Anna requires Jason's help. Please note that if you purchase something by clicking on a link within this story, we may receive a small commission of the sale. General Hospital spoilers December 2 to 6. In the Quartermain boathouse, Carly tells Jason that she expects this truce with Drew to last and asks what is going on between them. Jason refuses to tell her. Carly says the kids see and hear everything, so don't make them pick their fathers over each other. Danny shows up, and Jason can see he's upset. Danny tells his dad that Rocco got his mom back. Jason says to take a deep breath and tell them what happened. Danny explains that he saw Rocco and Dante talking to a lady, and that it was Rocco's mom, who he recognizes from the photo in Rocco's room. Carly says she needs to go to the house, but Danny says Lulu and Dante left. Danny says he came here as he doesn't know what to say to Rocco. Danny knows this isn't Rocco's fault, but it's not fair, and both their moms should be here. He sobs, "Why did my mom have to die?" Danny gets a text from Rocco, who is looking for him. He doesn't know what to say to him. What if Rocco senses he's jealous? Carly tells him that Rocco knows he's still grieving his mom. Carly says she won't lie, and some days will be hard for him, but eventually he'll only remember the good memories of his mom. Jason tells his son that he's not alone and he's here for him. Jason tells Rocco that his mom would want him to live his best life, and if he does that, he'll make her proud. Danny thanks his dad and leaves to find Rocco. Carly tells Jason that Danny is a great kid and he's a great father. At Molly and TJ's, she finds her old diaries in a box and reads the excerpts from when she first met TJ. Rick bangs on her door, she answers it, and says she can't do this tonight. She slams the door in his face. Rick begs her to let him explain. He talks through the door, saying he took Ava's case to help Molly, not Ava. He knows how toxic the need for vengeance can be, and he doesn't want that for her. He says nobody is to blame for Irene's death. She opens the door and tells him that she doesn't want to hear anything he has to say. And thanks to his help, TJ is staying elsewhere. Rick asks what happened with TJ. She explains he was right, and she realized Irene's death was just an accident. She says TJ thinks this is just an excuse not to grieve. She wants him to leave, but Rick intends to discuss his calling her to the stand. He says he never wanted to harm her, but Molly accuses him of weaponizing her against her sister. She calls what he did to Christina savage, but she can't judge him when she said the same things to Christina. She says that was the worst part. Rick tormented Christina on the stand with the same words she said to her at Irene's grave. She knows Christina loved the baby and would never want to hurt her, but she reacts without thinking. She is the opposite, which is why TJ thinks she's cold and unfeeling. Rick said she feels things deeply, and TJ is wrong. Molly lets her father in. Rick sees her box of journals, and Molly says that TJ's been in all of them since she was a young kid. She cries that she's lost her daughter, her sister, and now TJ. So what does she have left? He says she has him, but she doesn't want him here. Molly said she needs to be alone right now. Rick says he'll call her tomorrow, but she tells him that she may not answer. He says he'll still call and walks out. Sonny stops by the deception office to talk to Natalia. He notes what she said on the stand about the accident doesn't match what Christina told him. He knows she perjured herself and risked a lot for his daughter. Natalia says it was the least she owes Christina. She is so ashamed about how she treated Christina and Allison, But Sunny says that's in the past, and they are good now. Sunny says what Rick did to Christina today was awful, and he used Christina to hurt him, just like Jagger Cates did. Sunny says he doesn't have much faith in the legal system, and if it fails them and Ava walks free, he'll be there for his daughter. Natalia says it's obvious his support is getting Christina through this, and she knows he's there for her no matter what. Natalia laments both of her children have decided she's incapable of giving them what they need. Sonny tells her not to give up and to fight for her kids. At Maxie's, James insists Lulu was there and suggests they call Grandpa Mac to help solve the mystery. Maxie calls him and learns from Mac that Lulu is awake and left Turning Woods. Maxie relays she came here and James saw her, and she asks him to call her as soon as he finds Lulu. Maxie then calls Dante. Dante takes Lulu to her mother's place. Lulu knocks on the door, and Lucky answers. They embrace, and Lucky is so glad she's okay. Lulu asks where Mom is. Lucky says she's out. They sit down, and Dante abruptly leaves. Lulu can tell something is off with Dante. Lucky says this is a lot for him, so give him a break. She's still trying to process everything and asks when they last saw one another. He thinks it was when they brought Jake back from Cassadine Island. Lulu knows this isn't his home, so why is he here? Lucky explains she needed a liver transplant. Lulu says Nicholas was her bone marrow donor, so she assumes it was his liver she received and wants to talk to him. She asks if he's at Windermere. Lucky says Nicholas wasn't a match, and he's actually in prison. Lulu says they'll return to that, but realizes Lucky returned to be her donor. She asks if Dad is back, too. Lucky doesn't know how to tell her, but their father died. Lulu doesn't believe him, as Luke's died before and came back. Lucky says not this time and explains he died in a cable car crash in Austria. Lulu refuses to believe their father died in a random accident. Lucky says it wasn't an accident, and Victor Cassadine killed him. Lulu asks when this happened. When Lucky tells her, she can't believe her father's been gone for 3 years, and she didn't know. Lucky holds her as she sobs. Lucky updates her on their other family members, including Grandma Leslie and Tracy. Lulu winces in pain and then thanks him for the liver. Lucky explains he couldn't donate due to a parasite he picked up in Africa. She asks whose liver is this, then. Lucky tells her that it was Sam McCall who was her donor. Lulu is shocked and says she'll have to thank her. Lucky explains she can't, as Sam died due to being given the wrong medication. Lulu gasps, Sam died because of me. Lucky explains it wasn't her fault, but Lulu wonders why Sam would do this for her. Lucky breaks the news that Sam and Dante were in a relationship and had been living together for a while. When she learns they were together for a few years, she realizes they were in love, and that's what she saw in Dante's eyes. She had never seen him in love with anyone else, and the look in his eyes was grief over the woman he loved. Dante arrives at Maxie's after her call and tells her that he took Lulu to her mom's. Maxie says this is a miracle, and Dante agrees. They sit down to talk, and Maxie asks how he's doing. Dante says he's fine, and Rocco has his mom back, and he's happy for him. Maxie knows the joy of having Lulu back doesn't negate the pain over losing Sam. Maxie asks if he told Lulu about Sam. Dante hasn't and says it's not like they were together when she went into the coma. He notes she was moving on. Maxie flashes back to Lulu, admitting she wanted to be with Dante, not Dustin. Maxie tells Dante that Lulu would want him to be happy and would understand about Sam. She advises he not hide his feelings because he thinks Lulu can't handle them. They've all made that mistake, and it ends badly. Dante agrees. Maxie can't wait to see Lulu. Dan reminds her that she's been through a lot. He's just thankful that his son has his mom back. Anna stops by Laura's office and has no news on Lulu, but she's brought Cyrus in. He is in cuffs and escorted by Dex. Cyrus asks if Lulu has been found. Laura says that it is none of his business unless he knows where she is. Cyrus says he has no idea and asks why he's in handcuffs. Laura explains she's having him arrested for stalking her daughter. She says he claimed to have medical authority over Lulu and stopped her to the point she ran away from him. Cyrus is shocked that Lulu is awake, but also happy. He asks why his sister is angry with him. Laura says he continued to visit Lulu against her wishes, and when Lulu woke up, she was so frightened of him she ran. If anything happens to Lulu, Laura promises to hold Cyrus responsible. She says she is getting a restraining order against him, preventing him from coming near Lulu and every other member of her family. She asks Anna to get him out of there, but Anna says she's not done with Cyrus yet. Anna explains they will hold Cyrus overnight until they hear from Turning Woods in the morning, who may want to press charges. She asks Dex to take him away, which Dex does. Alone, Laura asks Anna if that is legal. Anna says it's not illegal. Laura thanks her, and they embrace. Laura gets a call from Lucky, who says Lulu is at her apartment. Laura says she's on her way. Laura tells Anna that Lulu is home and she has to go. Anna appears concerned after Laura leaves. Later, Anna calls Jason and says they need to find Valentin right now. Watch GH on Hulu $7.99. Bye now. Next on General Hospital, Laura is reunited with Lulu. Jordan tells Curtis that if he wants to win, then he'll have to play them both. Brooklyn yells at Cody to either pick up his phone or there will be hell to pay. TJ tells someone that he and Molly are taking a break. Molly is certain the jury won't convict Ava. Ava celebrates with Rick. Jason tells Anna, "I'm as much to blame as you are."